Yeah, not much going on here at the airport. We know that $310 million will be divvied up between 62 airports across the state, including $192 million coming right here to SeaTac Airport. That federal funding is all part of the CARES Act. It's a way to provide some relief to workers and businesses. We know airports across the country have been dealing with record lows during the coronavirus pandemic. There are specifics on what the money can be used for, but the majority will go to operations and maintenance, including payroll and staffing. The money can also be used for the airport's debt payments. Now, we know Boeing Field will receive $18 million and Payne Field in Everett will receive $157,000 of that larger pool of funding, all coming from the FAA. For now, we are live at SeaTac tonight. Britt Moore, King 5 News.